Good evening, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies, the tower defense game that changed a lot of ways that we see tower defense. Last time we played this, World 1. Now we got something different. Evening until those zombies just won't let up, will they? You'll notice that fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you won't get any sun falling from the sky. You'll still get sun from sunflowers, though. Lucky for you, you got yourself some puff shrooms. And as many of those as you can and you'll be A-O-good. Don't really know what that means, but okay. Alright, so instead of going to a completely different locale, now we just have a nighttime level. We're on our front lawn, but it's during the night. The interesting thing about that is that it changes up the gameplay mechanics, and you'll see what I mean by that. The nighttime introduces two different gameplay mechanics. For one, obviously it's not daytime anymore, and that means the sun's not going to fall down from the sky. You only have to rely on the things that produce sun for you. That makes it a whole lot harder. Good news is, our main attacker has no sun cost. We can plant them at a good, fast recharge rate. The other mechanic that this seems to introduce is gravestones, and we'll figure out what those are later. Unfortunately, it seems that our puff shroom is really slow at shooting. Like, it only shoots from a certain distance. Well, so there's some upsides and downsides to using these. A little bit uncanny seeing a bunch of sunflowers during nighttime. Especially when you're used to mushrooms and stuff. It's funny that all of the nighttime levels are just going to be mushroom plants. Especially because mushrooms seem to be more prominent during the night or in dark areas. On top of that, the game of course is going to introduce more new zombies to us. This time it doesn't seem like the zombie that they're going to be introducing has yet another type of object on its head. This time I want pea shooters because I am tired of the short-range shooting. Save up money to purchase cool stuff. Yeah, that was what? That was our first form of currency, and we've got our new zombie incoming too. That is the newspaper zombie. It looks like a regular zombie at first. Got a newspaper in its hand. Yeah, that thing gets destroyed really easily, and then it turns into something really good. It starts running towards us, but thankfully I put down a potato mine, so we're good on that. Now, I've always thought that the idea of no sun production during nighttime is interesting. It provides for a new challenge. You think you're just getting used to this front lawn scenario, and then all of a sudden, it's different. You know, there's nothing too special about your front lawn during the night except for what these graves are. And yet, nighttime makes all the difference. It's also kind of funny in that since the sun's gone, you're no longer getting those suns from the sky. And plus, most plants require sunlight anyway, so no sun just makes it a lot harder. I don't know why I feel the need to praise a mechanic like this, but no, just a little thing I find interesting about the game. And I'm ready for my first big wave. Alright, so now we're about to see what the graves do, and it is not a good thing. They spawn zombies during a final wave. If only we could get rid of them, right? Now we are given our next plant, and it is yellow, so let's hope it gives sun, which it does. Sun shroom gives small sun at first and normal sun later. Hey, you've collected $260 in coins so far. When you collect 750, I'll sell you something really neato. Alright, so we've basically just got a harder version of the previous level. Oh boy. Well, now we've got Sunshroom. It's a lot less costly than a... Well, I don't know why I say a lot. It's half the cost of a sunflower. And in return it gives you a really awkward amount of sun. But the longer you wait, the more sun it gives over time. That is an interesting idea for a plant, for a money producer. You know, you get more over time. I think that's a fair payoff, and it makes for an interesting plant that you have to use for strategy. Now, to be fair, you're probably only going to want to use them during the day or the nighttime because, well, we'll actually get into that on a future level, in a future video that I make. So I am unfortunately experiencing a problem today, one that I wish I never had to run into. I'm actually not on the internet right now. It's really frustrating. This PC that I've built, well, it's not so much me that built it, but somebody built it for me, but they didn't add in Wi-Fi capabilities inside the computer, so I have to rely on this adapter and stuff, and it's a pain in the ass because now it's the second time that my adapter has failed on me. It died today, and I'm very sad about it. But it's not a big deal because I have other things that I can focus on. It's not like I absolutely need Wi-Fi on my PC right now. And thankfully I can still record. But it's so frustrating, and so I did everything that I could to fix it, but to no avail, nothing. Oh, and cone heads during the night are not a fun thing. I am not liking this today. I only have such limited sun capabilities and I'm not able to get pea shooters out very fast. So, as you've been seeing right now, all the mushrooms are starting to grow bigger. We've waited long enough for them to do this, and now they're starting to give 25 sun, and at a faster rate too. Which is an incredible payoff. You just have to be patient and you'll eventually get it. And now I'm able to start my defense. I'm able to get stuff out like Chomper and all that goodie. Thankfully, during the mid-waves, no zombies come out of the gravestone. In a way, I kinda wish they did. You know, it's a huge wave, why wouldn't they ambush us during the wave? But also at the same time, I'm not complaining too much, because the more things on my side, the better. Newspapers on newspapers defend me from being frozen. That's pretty annoying. I don't really like it. Oh, I should have put that chomper on the top row. Well, hey, I'm able to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I clicked off the shovel. Okay, that's really annoying. Nothing's really gonna get through to me. I'm pretty good to go. I don't gotta worry about the bucket heads. They're all just gonna get eaten anyway. Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies is such a laid-back tower defense game. Nothing I'm really gonna commentate on. I'm just enjoying playing through it. I might try out some weird strategies that I haven't done before, just to change things up. Because I play Plants vs. Zombies so much already. I love how, like, everything feels so much more alive when all my seed packets are lit up. It's like a lot more stressful and everything's dim than everything's lit up when I have no sun. It feels like I can just accomplish anything during the night. And now we're done with that. We got our next one. Also, the lawnmowers, with everyone we keep, we seem to get money for it. Shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. Fume Shroom is a great savior. We love Fume Shroom. So it doesn't just shoot through screen doors. It can also it can also hit through multiple zombies, which is it makes it really good. And mods seem to really make use of Fume Shroom so that they can make it overpowered. Or like a huge necessity.
Zombies are coming. Brains.
So I'm glad we're still in the easier levels right now. Don't really have to deal with too many zombies, it's one flag level. Nighttime is a lot more nice to you because of the lack of sun. A lot more fair. This is the first real challenge, especially for people who aren't as good at video games or even tower defenses in general. You have to get used to the whole no sun producing thing. And from here on, the game gets more and more challenging with, like, other mechanics you have to deal with that are just really clever and part of, like, everyday life. You know, the difficulties and gameplay mechanics in this game were geniusly thought of. I really appreciate the attention to detail in how they made it an effective game. I want to say it's challenging, but it's really not. Plants vs. Zombies is too challenging if you know. Alright, stupid zombie. I'm gonna put that zoom right here. That's unfortunate. But you'll eventually see that it will pass through a bunch of zombies. Oh, here's the screen door zombie. So, normally with screen door, you have like a puff shroom. It's not going to really hurt that door much. The screen door health is about as much as a bucket head, if not more. But the fumes can pass through the zombie screen door and it will kill the zombie without having to shoot it down. Without having to shoot down the screen door itself. Screen doors aren't really a problem as long as you've got the fume shrooms, or if you've got another item like instant. As far as I know, screen doors don't appear too much in the adventure, from what I remember. Like that, we're ready for the final wave. Oh yeah, sometimes coneheads can appear from the graves, and worst of all, bucketheads can appear from the graves too. It's really annoying. Gravebuster is an interesting plant. It doesn't directly kill zombies, but it does affect them. You plant it on a grave, and it removes the grave. Oh, and I think Crazy Dave's about to ask us, yep, I want to buy an extra slot. It'll cost you $750, but you'll be able to choose 7 seeds per level instead of 6. How's that sound? I like it. Alright, and hey, when you save up to 5,000, I'll sell you the 8 seed slot upgrade. Check you later. Yay. Oh god, now we have to deal with pole vaulting zombies too. I don't. We can pick up to 7 seed slots now, I like that. I like that very much. As the nights go on, you have to deal with more graves being on the lawn at once. It can be pretty overwhelming if not handled correctly. Thank God for Gravebuster, because if there was no Gravebuster, it'd be so much more. So, my plan for playing through all the Plants vs. Zombies before I decide to go quit from it. I definitely am going to go through the adventure, obviously. I am definitely going to play through all mini-games, all survival, all of the puzzles. I think I'm going to play the adventure's harder version of it, which is playing the adventure over again, basically, and see if I can do that. And then finally, if there's any achievements I haven't unlocked, I'm just gonna dedicate videos to that, because I do like to achievement hunt a little bit. Achievements in games just are wonderful. Wonderful things to add to my sleeve. I did not prepare for this ahead of time. Here we go. It might eat one of my mushrooms, unfortunately, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, no, that's not gonna work. Don't. No, 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 no. No, good sir. Oh god, this is really early to be dealing with a pole vaulter. I'm gonna use my first Grave Buster because I have the time to do it. Using Grave Buster will give you money of all sorts. There's a good chance you can get a huge amount of money from removing a gravestone, so please, absolutely remove gravestones. It gives you all sorts of rewards, including not having to deal with zombies and the coins, and also more planting space. I feel like that one gave me 50 coins, that was really good. Alright, here we go. Next huge wave of zombies. Ooh, we got a screen door down there. Now for the snow peas. I don't want any of these bastard zombies moving. Unfortunately, both of the new zombies that got introduced are unaffected by snow pea because they have something in front of them that defends them from any sort of effect. That is way too many pole vaulters for me, I don't like that. Pole vaulters are so goddamn annoying. They're the bane of my existence. There's another thing too, there are mods, as I mentioned, about these Plants vs. Zombies, and they're getting better and better. Full on new, like, maps and stuff. They're trying their best to implement new zombies, and especially the almanac. I will probably be playing some of the mods that people have made. I definitely have 3 different Plants vs. Zombies mods on the computer as we speak. And I will at least be playing through one of them. Probably not after I get this Plants vs. Zombies, but eventually. I got rid of the gravestone, so I don't gotta worry about any graves now. zombies. And we are finally going to move on to the minigame round. And here it is, the almanac that I was talking about. Keep track of all the plants and zombies you encounter. View the almanac. We know about all of our plants we've unlocked, what their usage and specialties are, and then with like the zombies, what their names are, and how we can unlock, or what weakness they have. Ever play a game called Whack-a-Zombie? Just like hunting squirbones. Yeah, whatever those are. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? Oh, okay, yeah. Squirbones. Just like that, but instead of squirbones, it's zombies, and instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. Instead of me, it's you. Oh boy. Okay. This is such a goofy minigame. We're literally just whacking zombies that come out of the graves. Why couldn't we just do this like all through the game? If we have a mallet that we can whack zombies with, why not just do that the entire game? I would be like, these plants may be sentient and cool, but like, I prefer the mallet that seems to one kill them. And I like that I get access to sun so that I can get the grave buster on these graves and make some extra money. More and more, and the zombies are going to start getting faster too. You gotta spawn the graves so far ahead. Oh, they're starting to have cones on their heads now. Once again, protected by magic. No mallet can stop the conehead. Ooh, now there's buckets. Unfortunately, I'm only given access to one more grave busting scenario. Now we've got our new plant. Yay! 75 sun. Makes a zombie fight for you. Well, that's pretty cool. I like the sound of that. That zombie's got a lot of armor. So we're probably gonna want him to fight for us. Yeah, Hypnoshroom is quite a wonderful plant. Use it on the right zombie, especially at the right time, and you are golden. It can save you from so many situations.
The zombies are coming. Brains.
I like that grave says bereft of life. They did so many funny things with some of the graves. Now we got our first use of the Hypno Shroom, and we instantly took care of that zombie, which is very nice. Unfortunately, it's not going to attack other zombies, because there is nothing in the way. But yeah, that zombie had a lot of armor. I was not trying to deal with it. Unfortunately, because of the levels that have 2 flags in them, this is a much longer process to get through. World 2 is a lot longer than World 1. Which I guess isn't inherently such a bad thing. You know, it gives you more content to fight through. No. Okay, now I get to see it in action. Nice. Oh yeah. You're definitely not defeating that zombie. Good job. Alright, a 25 sun costing plant. Garrity Shroom, long-range shooter that hides when enemies get near it. That is an interesting plant mechanic, or just even a good mechanic, or well, interesting mechanic overall. I don't know if there's many other tower defense games that has a protector that hides when enemies get near it, or deactivates when enemies get near it. That's interesting.
Coming. Brains.
I think I am gonna go no commentary a little bit though, because I don't have much to really talk about. Just pretty much gameplay.
Brains.
more graves than normal. This is where we're starting to get into the more difficult-ish stuff when it comes to the game. Now that we're getting to the later levels of World 2, we're just gonna try and send as much as they can at us. Unfortunately, effectively making us spend more sun in the long run. I also like how much these two exist. There's just a lot about this game that just makes it really, like, cute in a way. It's very cartoonish, that's an easy word to say. But, you know, the game's very charming, too. I really like this game, it really sticks with you. I'm just happy to be playing through it. And there are some other charming games as well I want to play. Stuff that I'm thinking of doing after I beat one of the games that I'm playing now. I'm thinking of playing Portal, maybe, because I'm already playing Left 4 Dead. Portal would be a lot of fun to play. I love that game very much, and there's a lot that I can do in Portal as well. Now, when it comes to beating a game completely, for me, on my channel, you know, I'm not going to stop playing the game until I've got all the achievements and stuff, but there are certain boundaries and stuff and requirements for having the game that I want to set, so that there is a point where I just stop playing it consistently. Like, when I'm done with Plants vs. Zombies and everything, well, I'm pretty much just done with it. But with Portal, I'm pretty much, well, let's say Left 4 Dead, because I'm playing Left 4 Dead right now. As one of these. When it comes to Left 4 Dead, when I beat that campaign, well, when I beat the survival stuff, show off versus whatever I want to do with it, I'm thinking that when I play the add-on campaigns, it's every now and then while I'm still playing the elite. Just because there's a ton of add-on campaigns doesn't mean I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to play Left 4 Dead games, you know, for a long while now. Once I'm done showing off all the main stuff with Left 4 Dead, I'm pretty much going to be done playing as my main thing. I will come back every now and then to play add-on campaigns people have, in case I ever feel. There's all sorts of stuff that the community has made that's really interesting. I want to show it off. Maybe other people will enjoy those campaigns as well. Also, I have not seen one single football zombie. Hopefully, I just wish its name to exist for this next wave. Or not. Interesting, they didn't want to throw too many at us. I guess I can't complain too much. Oh, well, that was easy. Now we're just gonna move on to the next wave of zombies. No graves to deal with, just a bunch of big zombies that are annoying. Alright, and that being done, I have now got the next plant. Ice Shroom temporarily immobilizes all zombies on the screen. Heck yeah. We love freezing zombies, and Ice Shroom comes in handy. Anyone who's played Plants vs. Zombies before, you probably recognize that zombie down there, or like an older version of it. The new zombie we're being introduced to now is Dancing Zombie, which is a very goofy zombie type at all. It's a zombie that comes in, well, you guys will see, but there used to be an old version of it that was Michael Jackson, and it's... Oh, I wish they had kept it that way, because that would have been very funny. It still is. It is still really funny. It's too bad that they had to replace it with its own model. I'm still not sure why they had to replace it in the first place. I have some ideas, but Still, anybody who's upset about a Michael Jackson model is just, whatever. It was really funny, and it was just ironic as fuck. Like I said though, World 2 is very lenient. It's level 2-8, and we only have one flag. We don't have to deal with a bunch of flags. Here he is. Okay, yep. The dancing zombie comes in, dances, and then summons 4 back around him, which is very freaking deadly, and there's 2 ways to deal with him. Hypnotize him, which will prove very useful, and then he'll summon his own, or you could freeze them and just kill them instantly. It's better to hypnotize them if given the chance. Dancing zombie is not effective. You don't want to just let it slide. You don't want to let them just keep spawning, you don't want them to just keep living. It's bad. You know, constantly spawning 4 zombies around him while you're in the middle of trying to kill him. In that regard, Future would work out pretty well. Let's use ice shrimp. And like that, it throws everything on the screen. Pretty useful. Pretty useful. And our final plan is 125 sun. Noob Shroom destroys a large area, leaving a crater in its wake. Well, that definitely sounds fascinating. We get screen door zombie. Well. Alright, well let's do it. This is the final level before the one big battle, and of course they're gonna send a lot of graves our way.
Brains. Brains.
I think when I return to Left 4 Dead, it's going to just be survival mode. Because that's a mode that I have been wanting to do really badly. I want to get better at survival mode and figure out how to get to the gold for each one. So survival's an interesting game mode. It's almost like a what if the survivors went this route, but something was blocking their path indefinitely. Some sort of unfortunate thing that keeps them trapped there. Alright, finally getting actually big waves. And yet still too easy. Now I'll show off what Doom Shroom does at the end of the level. It's definitely one of the best plants in the game if you use it correctly. Uh-oh. Oh, well, let's see how fast we can kill him without the use of any. That was pretty damn fast. Alright. And here is what Doom Shroom is. It's like a mini nuke. It's so wonderful. But it does leave a crater that takes a while to repatch, so it's not something you want to spam. Hello, we would like to visit for a midnight snack. How does ice cream and brains sound? Sincerely, the zombies. That sounds awful. You had me at ice cream. So, now we've got our ultimate battle, and this time it's a bunch of plants. Fortunately, the puff shrooms can't really do much from afar, but we do have fume shrooms and scaredy shrooms. And it's looking like the ice shrooms will be too, and I bet fume shrooms will be as well. Now, you still haven't seen it yet, but the scaredy shrooms are called scaredy shrooms for a reason. It even says that they hide when zombies get near them. And that's true. If they get in like the 3x3 area around the fume shroom, or the scaredy shroom, they will definitely hide. It's important to keep scaredy shrooms as far back as possible. That'll be fun. And we're definitely gonna want that guy on our team. Let's get a hip pusher on for him. Everything's working out pretty well for us. Yeah, this little wave of zombies, huh? Here's what I say to your wave. Ooh. They responded with sending a football at me. Please don't check right now. Take down that football zombie without using the hip pusher. I've dented his helmet, that's for sure. Well, we've already managed to use this Nice. See how that crater's still there? That's really not good. That's why you don't ever want to spam them. Not unless you're in a really bad spot. Alright, and then hip pusher. Oh my god. Why do I keep getting wrong? Scaredy shroom, I just want to show that off. High. It's kind of unfortunate how scared I was. Since I don't really have room for any growth, I'm just gonna right here. On to the final wave. final wave of this nighttime stuff that we ever have to go through. And there we have it, we did it! And I have a lot of money that I have saved up from these levels. Lily pad lets you plant non-aquatic plants on top of it. Well, oh, that's gonna be interesting. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. To top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms. Man. That sucks, because, like, you got the zero costing one, you'd want to, like, abuse that. Fall asleep during the dawn. Wow, fall asleep during the day. I don't know why I have such problems sleeping. It's, like, weird speech impediment. And also, like, ADHD brain. Isn't that just dandy? Alright, so this is what we'll have to come back to next time. We have a backyard with a built-in pool, and that's where Lily Pad comes in. So if there's anything y'all want to talk about, let me look at my achievements. Oh yeah, Zombie Endless. That's something I gotta do. Rounded, beat a normal level without using catapult plants. Windows, apologists, good morning. Powering wisdom, all that good stuff. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you all have a good rest of your night.